Thanks for the patch-up, Princess. Might be the only R&R I get for some time.
You combat veterans have more holes than a lump of Swiss cheese. Get out of here. We don't want to see you coming in hurt again.
The only reason some people get lost in thought is because it's unfamiliar territory.
Hey! Remember me?
Jack, it's good to see you. You've caught me at a slightly inopportune moment. Can we do this some other time?
Back off, Curtis. Move away from the door.
Jack, there's no call for that.
You're smooth, Curtis. I'll give you that. try to get me killed and you still manage to be polite about it.
Jack, how could you accuse me of having anything to do with that?
I want to know all about you and Monroe, Curtis. You give it up or I beat it out of you.
Get the fuck out of here, Jack. You're fired. Who do you think you are? Get out of town now while you still have the chance. You have no idea what kind of forces you're dealing with here.
I guess we've exhausted the passive options. Sit tight, Curtis. I'm taking a look around.
What exactly do you expect to find, Jack?
I knew you were in bed with a lesion, Curtis. Now I know why.
Jack, you've made a terrible mistake. Get out while you can. What exactly do you expect to find, Jack? Jack, you've made a terrible mistake. Get out while you can. What exactly do you expect
Get all
to
of the
find,
stockholders.
Jack?
I need to follow the paper trail.
Jack, you've made a terrible mistake. Get out while you can.
I want answers, Curtis. So pay attention.
Please, Jack. I'm not a violent man.
I don't get it, Curtis. You're vice president of the company. Why take the risk?
It's a simple business transaction, dear boy.
You're lying, Curtis. Something happened at the company, didn't it? That's why you took the bribe.
Bribe? What bribe? How can you accuse me of benefiting a head of the company? Maybe you didn't hear what I said. You're fired. The way this company is run is no longer any of your goddamn affair.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
You're talking about the future of Los Angeles. You cannot interfere with these plans.
Information, Curtis.
Business people who have joined forces to meet the demand for new homes.
You and Monroe are going to scam those guys out of their GI bond.
Jack, you are so naive.
Why the big payoff in the Buckwalter case? It was bound to bring it to attention.
Who could have predicted this particular confluence of events? Elsa Lichtman as the beneficiary who spurns the cash. The brilliant but flawed detective becoming her lover. And you, Jack, taking their bait.
You buy green lumber and use it to build houses. How do you expect it to end?
Mr. Monroe has a fine reputation for building houses. What would I know about his choice of building materials?
You smug son of a bitch. You're lying again. It's an insurance scam, pure and simple.
And how do you prove that, Jack? My assessors wrote the policies on the houses. I only approve the reports, Jack. I'm the rubber stamp. This doesn't come back to me.
Very neat, Curtis. Maybe I can't work it out, but Phelps can. He may be many things, but he is one of the best detectives the LAPD has ever had.
Your card is marked, Jack. You'll have an unfortunate accident if you don't leave town.
Your California isn't the same as mine, Mr. Benson. Not at all.
I'm just going up to my office, Barty. Got to check over some files.
Take the elevator. First door on the right when you come out. You know the way, Kelso.
What's the rush? Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked? When is America going to understand? It's not about getting.
I understand you.
That price is outrageous.
He's dull as dishwater, but I'm not with him for the conversation. Well, let me guess. You're alone.
Goddamn Harry thinks he could get fresh whenever he pleases.
This guy looks honest.
This sounds dangerous.
Real happy.
just wish he'd hurry up and propose already.
So, Curtis, what is it you don't want me to see? Insured replacement value for the house is $900. Current value of the house and land is $3,500. Christ, how many of these dumps are we carrying on the books?
There's got to be more in these files. There's something else in that report. I know it.
Real happiness is when you marry a girl for love and find out later. Well, you don't see that every day.
34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west.
I have a Detective Phelps of the LAPD here to see you.
Have a seat, Cole. Where's the go-between? She's awful easy on the eye for a foreign girl.
Does that private dick petter actually work on anyone, Kelso? It's not your style. You were always a little more direct.
This is your dime, officer.
Would you have helped me if I asked, Jack? A little chuck on the shoulder, shot of Semper Fi.
Fuck you, Cole. Be a man. Why send a woman to do your dirty work? You're a cop. Why do you want my help?
I thought a PI might be a little more discreet.
I'm no gumshoe. I used to be an investigator for this company before your investigation got me fired.
I'm sorry to hear that, Jack. I'm sorry about a lot of things.
Is that an apology, Cole?
It's a feeble attempt at one, yes. Look, Jack, it's a murder case, and I need help to solve it.
So what's it got to do with Elysian Fields developments?
I ran it somehow. The flyers keep turning up whenever I find a domestic fire.
They're boosters. Stiffing GIs for deposits, making them wait months for a throw-up house. They're already making more money than they can count. What's turned them into killers?
So you believe me?
This is why you dragged me into the Buckwalter case.
Look, Jack, I'm sorry. But if not for me, do it for some of the poor saps who are dying. Or some of the leathernecks who are getting grifted. How about it, Jack?
I know you, Cole. You're still beating yourself up over that medal on Sugarloaf. The medal you think you didn't deserve, but you just don't get it. Nobody deserves a medal. It's just the ridiculous situation you find yourself in and how you react to it. You think you failed up on that hill. But courage isn't a tap you can turn on or off. Courage isn't permanent. It's a tenuous and fickle thing. Courage and cowardice exist in every man. Get over it.
You got it off your chest.
I guess I have.
Can you help me, Jack?
I'm thinking about it. The Hall of Records is the place to start.
Hello there.
You need some help there, sir?
The Land Registry Office. Where is it?
Just up the stairs.
Thanks. This doesn't look like the Land Registry.
That's because it isn't. It's just downstairs and across the way.
Thanks.
You sure you don't want to stay and keep me company?
Maybe some other time, Princess.
You'd be much nicer to be around than a bunch of old books. But I've got work to do. If you're not interested, then quit bugging me.
I'd like to see the company details of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Certainly, sir. Just this way.
All those suburban sons of bitches ought to be listed in here. Courtney, for God's sake, what's he got to do with this? I'd like information on a plot of land.
Okay, do you have the address?
Not exactly. It's a new lot. I have the coordinates. 34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west.
All right, that makes it a bit more difficult. Come with me. I believe that is in the Wilshire area, here.
$34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west.
It was 34.4.29 latitude. And I'm looking for 118.17.58 on the longitudinal axis.
$34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west.
It was 34.4.29 latitude. And I'm looking for 118.17.58 on the longitudinal axis.
$34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west. The lot number's 1876988.
Unfortunately, that is just the beginning. We have at least 1 million lot numbers in the Los Angeles area. The registrations are in alphabetical order. You need to convert your lot number to a letter.
How do I do that?
Over here. Use this adding machine. There are 90,000 entries to a book, so divide your lot number by 90,000.
$1,876,988 divided by
90,000, yes.
1,876,988 divided by 90,000.
One 876,988. 20.
A starts at 0, so you want to add 1 to your number.
21.
That number is your letter of the alphabet. Once you have the letter, find the right aisle, and you are in business.
You do this every day? Let's see what the site is worth to them. $1,876,988. $1,876,988. $1,876,988. The book value is $350. With the new home in place, the improved value of the property is $3,500. They can make a killing. But how do they pull it off?
Know why I plumbed for the caddy? The extra trunk space.
One thing you learn in the war, boys. You do your talking once the smoke clears.
Know why I plumbed for the caddy? The extra trunk space.
One thing you learn in the war, boys. You do your talking once the smoke clears. Throw out the...
Know why I plumbed for the caddy? The extra trunk space.
One thing you learn in the war, boys. You do your talking once the smoke clears.
Come get me.
Throw out the gun.
I'm gonna put holes in you, asshole.
I need a word, Courtney.
That's okay, Jack. You didn't need to come all the way down.
It's important, Courtney.
How can I help?
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
What are you talking about?
Don't fuck with me, Courtney!
Jack, I swear, I don't know what you're talking about.
How does your name appear as one of the investors in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
You're out of your mind.
I was down at the Hall of Records checking on a property company called Elysian Fields Developments. Their funding comes from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Seriously, Jack, I have no idea.
Your name is there, Courtney, with some pretty interesting company. The mayor, the district attorney, some dirty cops, and your buddy, Dr. Harlan Fontaine.
Dr. Fontaine?
Spill it, Courtney. I want all of it. Fontaine and the rest.
Fontaine took the morphine off our hands. Look, Jack, I know you said to get rid of it, but it's okay. I did something good for once. He reinvested the money for us. That's it. That's what's happening. They're building houses for GIs, Jack. I turned a mistake into something beneficial, something that's going to help out the guys.
Courtney, they're building matchstick houses. They're going to burn them for the insurance money. They'll probably stiff the poor bastards for the deposits.
Please, Jack. Say it isn't so. Harlan's a doctor. A good one. He helps out a lot of people.
Looks like he's helping himself, Courtney. You're the fall guy. Who's asking?
Leland Monroe.
I was wondering when you'd get around to calling.
I'd like to meet with you, Mr. Kelso.
I bet you would, Mr. Monroe. But I value my skin highly enough to not want to meet with you. Why don't you just send some more of your boys around and we'll have a nice cup of tea?
You realize that I could make you a very wealthy man, Mr. Kelso.
Better than $220 a month?
You're a very witty man, Kelso. Substantially better.
I'm going to have to let it slide, Mr. Monroe.
Are you haggling with me, Jack?
I might be.
Come around to my place at 9. 5164 Santa Monica Boulevard. You'll come?
I might. Good night, Mr. Monroe. I appreciate the help, all of you. We can reminisce later. I want a minimum of noise and no prisoners.
No prisoners? This isn't L.A, Jack.
These guys are grifting GIs. That's what they do for a living.
It's okay, Jack. We all feel the same way. Just hasn't turned out quite the way we imagined.
Let's get it done. Teams of 2 at the ready.
Bug it out! Get after him!
Two of them on your right.
Weapon slung and this one over here.
I appreciate the help, all of you. We can reminisce later. I want a minimum of noise and no prisoners.
No prisoners? This isn't L.A, Jack.
These guys are grifting GIs. That's what they do for a living.
It's okay, Jack. We all feel the same way. Just hasn't turned out quite the way we imagined.
Let's get it done. Teams of 2 at the ready.
As soon as he pokes his head out, we'll step him. That's a kill! They're an open You're pretty brave for a dead man.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Your move, mister!
Stay down, damn it!
Throw down your gun if you like.
Eyes open. He's around here somewhere.
Running low.
Give it up, chump. I know you're... This one's got your name on it. I'm out.
Throw out the guns!
This one's got your name on it.
All right, men, hold the perimeter. I got personal business with Mr. Leland Monroe.
I'm moving! Check the fire! There it is!
You're a very sweet-looking girl to be holding such a big gun.
I know how to use it, mister.
I'm sure you do. So how about pointing it over there in the direction of Hollywood instead of at me, Princess?
You're quite the wise guy.
don't normally shoot women, Princess. How about putting the cannon down? I didn't think you had the guts, sweetheart. I was never very good at reading women. Monroe! Where are you, damn it? You're surrounded and your buddies are dead! Weapons up! Keep your head down!
I got you now!
Jack Kelso.
That's my opening negotiating position.
Oh, you crazy son of a bitch! How did you get in here? I'm bleeding to death. Get me a doctor.
I thought I had an invitation, Monroe. Your boys outside were certainly expecting me. That's my second offer.
You sadistic bastard! What do you want?
I'm going to take a look around, Monroe. Then I want you to tell me what you know about the mayor and those Trojan houses that you're building. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Remind me what they say about absolute power, Monroe.
Fuck you, Jack. Call me an ambulance already.
Dr. Fontaine, I need to speak with you urgently.
Sit down, please, sit down.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
It's the fund we are using to channel money into the development of new houses.
Why is my name on the board of managers?
Technically, you are a major contributor. Please, Courtney.
Those houses are a sham, Doctor. They're going to be burned for the insurance.
That's a scandalous allegation, Courtney. Do you have any proof?
Jack Kelso, an investigator for California Fire and Life, has seen them. He was almost killed when he found out what was going on.
I don't know what to say. I feel that I have been duped. Who do you think is behind this subterfuge?
Jack says it's a property developer named Monroe. He said it goes all the way to the mayor.
You cannot have believed that I was involved.
I don't know what to believe anymore, Doctor. I hoped that you weren't involved.
Thank you for your trust, dear boy. Be still, Courtney. All of your troubles are finally over. Let them go. let them drift away.
That's a hell of a payroll. I'm guessing Benson's portfolio is only a fraction the size of yours, Monroe. Smart. Keep the dirt on Fontaine under lock and key. This is your insurance. Some sold up. The others obviously didn't know the lengths these sons of bitches would go to.
It can't be stopped, Kelso. There's too much money at stake.
Kingdoms rise and kingdoms fall, Monroe. Ask the Emperor of Japan.
Have some fucking mercy!
Operator, put me through to Phelps, arson squad. Yeah, Biggs, it's Jack. I'm at Monroe's. He's in a talkative mood. If you get here in a hurry, you might get something before he bleeds to death. Elsa.
Oh, thank God.
Where? Fontaine. Dead? Former patient.
So that crazy son of a bitch finally came back for a checkup.
It's Monroe. He's raving.
You want information, cocksucker. You get me some medical help.
I've got to go, Herschel. Monroe's negotiating again. Do you want my final offer, Leland? Tell me how I find the guy who has Elsa.
Nutcase, he did whatever Fontaine asked. He had some kind of power over him. He did all the fires and then he went off the rails. I don't have a fucking name! He worked as a bug sprayer. Get me a goddamn doctor! Kelso, you son of a whore! Get me a goddamn doctor!
from Jack. There's a statewide APB out on.
Jack's okay. He has something up his sleeve. He's not worried about being caught.
How do we help?
We go after the other side of the equation. Jack has a legion and its cronies running scared. We go after the doctor and some of the other guys.
But the whole department breathing down our necks.
It's time for action, Herschel. It's time for change. Jack's crossed the Rubicon, and we have to be on the other side ready to help.
Christ, what was that?
An explosion. Something big.
You think it's the Reds? You think those Rusky sons of bitches that dropped the H-bomb on us?
Calm down, Herschel. We need to be ready for the call.
I'm not waiting for an invitation. Get in the car and head for the cloud. KGPL can give us the details on the way.
All units, reports of an explosion. Location, alternative location is south of Santa Monica, west of, stand by for further. All units, car 88K reports an explosion downtown. Repeating, 88K is reporting an explosion downtown. All units, stand by for further.
We have looters around the corner. Cuff them or put them down. We need to get this area under control.
Shoot his cops, you little prick! Get that bastard cold! Now ain't the time to be looking for a The commander will want us at the scene. Let's go.
Jesus. I'd never seen nothing like this.
I wish I could say the same. It's like a bomb's gone off. Jesus Christ. Poor people.
We gotta find out what went down.
You're late, Phelps. Get delayed somewhere?
What in God's name happened here?
Wasn't nuclear. If it was, we'd all be dead from the radiation.
That's reassuring. What's radiation?
Everyone inside the factory was vaporized. Look at the size of that crater.
What's going on over there?
The mayor's going on television, appealing for calm.
Television? Who can afford one of those things?
Anything to go on?
You're looking at the remains of Nicholson electroplating. I have an idea of what might have caused the explosion, but I'm only guessing. Have a look around the rubble, see if you come up with anything.
Worlds turn upside down, Cole.
Then it's time for us to do our jobs.
Vaporized. Oh, brother.
What now?
We should search around the edges of the crater, see what the blast tossed up.
That's it, Mr. Mayor. We're wrapped.
Well, good. Thank you very much, son. I think it went okay.
A couple of pickups, sir, but that's to be expected. Nobody's ever done this before.
We
Get better with practice.
Oh, that maybe goes for me too, son. Should have
Junk.
made it a little more somber. What do you think, son?
No, Mr. Mayor, you came across as, very resolute.
I thought Forvix was a tough break.
Hey, detective! I think I got something here.
Any idea what this is?
A very large egg cup? A Viking helmet? How would I know, Phelps? Try putting it back together.
Looks to me like some kind of machine component. An airplane part, maybe. So what next?
We should search around the edges of the crater, see what the blast tossed up.
No. Doesn't tell me anything. This isn't what we're looking for.
Phelps! I think I found something over here.
Looks like all that's left. We can try the laundry tag. Help me out.
We should search around the edges of the crater, see what the blast tossed up.
Herschel, come on.
On my way!
Herschel, let's roll. Herschel, come on.
Phelps, I'm coming.
Detective, you seen this yet? Come take a look.
Blew the locker open, but shielded the contents. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, only OSS agents use these things. We'll need to get the film developed to see if there's an espionage angle. Any ideas, Herschel?
None that I care to utter for public consumption.
Tomoko Akamoto. Japanese name.
What is it?
A substitution cipher. The Germans used them in the war. These are cipher rings.
You know what to do with them?
Maybe. I used them in OCS. It's first letter to the cipher key. The rest of the message should align itself. It's an address. 133 North Vermont Avenue. You're falling behind, Herschel.
Keep your shirt on. Here I come.
What do you think?
Let's get to the address you took off the code wheel there. Find out what's there.
I'm Fred Nicholson.
This is your place?
What's left of it. 32 years of work up in smoke.
Can you tell us what happened here?
Our chief chemist, Harold McClellan, was using this area to test the new process.
And what exactly is this new process?
That's classified information, son.
We'll need a word. Has anyone accounted for him yet?
Not that I've heard, no, but look around you, kid. Do you like his chances?
Who is Tomoko Akamoto?
Dr. McClellan's personal assistant. She came highly recommended.
Akamoto was involved in industrial espionage. Was she working for you or for a foreign government?
That's a ridiculous assertion. How can you possibly say she was a spy?
How many of your other employees carry spy cameras in their handbags?
Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, she was selling me out.
If she wasn't a foreign spy, who could she have been working for?
There could be other plating companies. But the big customers for the process are the aircraft manufacturers. Lockheed, Boeing, Hughes, North American.
What can you tell us about McClellan?
A brilliant chemist. He approached me a few months ago with the idea for the new process.
So no one has ever done this before?
No, but it's legitimate research.
So you thought McClellan could do what no one else could do. You were prepared to take that risk.
Look, he was a trained chemist, and his ideas could revolutionize electroplating.
And you would be rich.
I'm a businessman. What's wrong with turning a buck?
You blew up 6 blocks! And God knows how many people are dead.
I regret that.
That's laudable.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Nicholson. Can you send us Dr. McClellan and Miss Akamoto's personnel files?
I will if I can find them.
By the way, we also found the collar of a shirt. It has a laundry tag.
They're likely to be Dr. McClellan. The majority of people who worked here don't use a laundry service.
Fire department can sift the rubble. We can check out the coded addresses. Or we can try R&I for the laundry tag. Maybe take a long shot at the egg cup.
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed? Fine. But if the skipper sees us driving around in this, we're dead. You gotta be kidding me. We're driving this? You think McClellan went up in smoke? Or is he still alive?
You could ask the same question about Tamako Akamoto.
I guess you could. You got an answer?
Not yet. But I'm working on it. Well, well. Why the cloak and dagger routine, Miss Akamoto? Detective Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you speak to someone at the Army Air Force Base for me, please?
Of course, Detective.
Tell them I have what I believe is an aircraft part. It's polished metal, light for its size, and it looks like a cone of some sort. It's stamped on the inside. P&W Wasp Major R4360.
I'll get back to you, Detective, when you check in for messages. Anything else?
I need an address for Superior Laundry Services.
Closest store to your location is in Wilshire, 4766 Melrose Avenue.
Thanks for your help. You know the way. You can drive.
What's wrong with a good old-fashioned black and white?
What do you need?
Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. We have one of your laundry tags. Can you tell us who it might belong to?
Are you kidding? I got work to do, Mac. Here's the customer book. Knock yourself out.
Number was J2620, Cole.
Who is Hangstrom?
Could be someone else from the factory. Does he have an address?
No. Dead end. Thank you for all your help, sir. Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for an Oscar Hangstrom.
Checking. No residential listing for anyone by that name, Detective. Sorry.
Thanks. You're behind the wheel.
All right. Where to? Jesus, Cole. What's wrong with a good old-fashioned black and white? Somebody turned the place over. Better watch your step.
You know what this is, Biggs?
Sure. That apartment gives you one of those when you retire.